Hello and welcome to the Nelson Ghost Town Night Photography Workshop Experience. Wow, that's a mouthful. My name is Tim Little. I am your host, and thank you so much for signing up for this workshop. I know you're going to have an absolutely fantastic time at this event. I thought I would take just a couple moments to go over just basic logistics on this workshop so you kind of have a good sense of how the flow of all of this is going to go. So in the email that got you to this video, there's some important dates. I want to point out a couple main ones just to make sure that they're top of mind. We're going to be doing a Nelson, sort of a welcome to Nelson Zoom call that will involve everyone just a couple weeks before the actual workshop, and I'll be sending you an email with a specific time and date for that, but we're looking at the weekend of around April 23rd, and that's mostly to just give you an opportunity to ask any last minute questions that you have, remind you about some of the things that you want to bring, as far as lighting and making sure you have the right gear. And, you're all professionals, but it does help to kind of have those things come up because people just forget things. We're all human and we're all trying to plan trips and travel and everything else. And sometimes it's just good to have somebody remind you of something completely obvious. I know it completely helps me. So you'll get an email on that in the spring. Keep an eye out for it. The other component to this is booking the hotel. So we've gotten a Best Western Plus in Boulder City. The address is in the email and in the member page that you have a link to. And you can stay wherever you like. Totally fine. Our daytime presentations that we have lined up for you will be happening at the Boulder City Best Western Plus. So ultimately, you'll be there for part of your visit. It does put you only about 30 minutes away from the Nelson Ghost Town property, which is fantastic because if you've done a night photography workshop before, and you are someone who likes to stay up late and get every minute out of your time, you know that driving back afterwards can be a little bit of a difficult proposition, especially if you're tired. We tried to make this as close for you as possible, and it's really like two main roads and then you're back. So I really feel like we've given you the best location for the workshop, but everybody's got their preferences. So if a Best Western Plus is not for you, I completely understand. Although I do really like the Best Western Plus. They got the breakfast, they got the restaurant, yada, yada, yada. So think about that. There is a link in the email that gives you access to our group rate that I was able to negotiate. So it is cheaper than going through the general website with them. You can also call the number that I put in there and just reference the photography group for that weekend, and you will get the same rate. So the hotel itself is about maybe about 27 minutes or so away from the main airport. It was McCarran. I think it's Harry Reid International at this point. Also not very difficult to get to once you get out of the immediate Las Vegas area. But if you have any questions on that, please feel free to contact me. When we get to do the first day's presentation, we're going to go over the property, the logistics of the map that you'll be provided. I've got all sorts of little material goodies for you to kind of help make your experience go smoothly. I don't want you to have to really stress about going into a new location completely blind, because I know that can be it can be a little bit daunting, right? You've flown or driven a long way to get to a place that you've never been to before necessarily, and you walk in and you're like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know where anything is. And that's really what our first day is going to be about, as well as general settings that you may want to consider. This workshop is for everybody. It is for people who have shown up with a camera that they've never used at night before, and it's for folks that just love night photography but don't want to shoot alone, and everybody in between. So whatever skill level you are welcome. We do not have any particular level in mind because we want this completely accessible to everybody. Workshop deposit balances will be due February 4th. If you're watching this after February 4th, then you and I have probably already worked out something a little bit different, because chances are you just signed up past that date. So just ignore this part of the video. You've got my phone number. It is in the email and it's also on the workshop member page. If you need it, use it. Feel free to text me anytime or call. I'm on the East Coast, so if I don't answer, and it's late. It could be because I'm sleeping, but I will get back to you as soon as I can. I'm also not one of those people that have a lot of notifications on my phone, like beeping and blinking and stuff, because I'm just living life. But I do look at my phone throughout the day, and I want you to know that if you have any concerns or you need any additional information that I haven't provided through emails or the website or this video, don't hesitate to contact me. If I don't hear from you, I'll assume everything's okay, but I want you to feel comfortable reaching out if you need to. So that's it. That's all I got to say right now, because I know your time is important and you don't really want to sit around all day and watch videos from me necessarily, although if you did, that's nice of you. Thank you. I know I speak for Ken when I tell you that we're really excited to meet you if we haven't met before. And if we have met before, we're definitely excited to see you again. So keep an eye out for that link for the Zoom Welcome to Nelson meeting. And again, reach out with any questions. I really look forward to seeing you guys in Nelson. And I hope you have a happy and safe time with whatever it is you're doing between now and then. Take care.